This business for sure was affected by Dorian. Not only where the farmhouse was completely destroyed. The Bahamas is pretty small, especially Freeport, Grand Bahama. The population is small, so when a lot of people and businesses are impacted by storms, it's so difficult for us to even bind together to get things done financially. But when outside organizations are able to come in and assist us, there's nothing else you can say about that. It's so perfect. We've been able to do quite a bit with some of the funding that we've got. So especially like with the farmhouse, that was 6 feet underwater, so completely destroyed. We were able to do some renovations in there. We got the roof fixed, we got plumbing, so we have our water running in the house, we got electricity. The money came in perfectly for that, new windows and doors. And then we also purchased our chicken coop. So we were able to get some chickens, and now we have eggs every day, so we're able to sell some cartons.
RISE is the Restoring Industries and Sustaining Employment Initiative. It's a partnership between the Grand Bahama Port Authority and Mercy Corps, and we're sponsored by the American Red Cross. The program is a grant program for businesses on the island of Grand Bahama that were impacted by Hurricane Dorian, which hit in September of 2019. Businesses are offered grant funding up to $10,000, as well as business and financial training and access to Micro Mentor, which is Mercy Corps' global mentorship platform. The RISE initiative targeted specifically micro, small, and medium-sized businesses, mostly on the micro and small size. So we looked for businesses that had a gross income of less than $150K per year and had 20 employees or less. So that is how we defined micro and small. And the reason we targeted those sectors is because they make up the majority of the businesses here on the island. They would get the biggest impact by getting those businesses operating and running, and their employees' jobs as well. So that would have been the biggest stimulator of the Grand Bahamian economy after such a devastating loss. And then we see photos of all the devastation that people have experienced, and then to see them slowly get their payments, and then they send in progress reports with pictures, and they're excited and we're excited, like, look what I was able to build, or look how I was able to fix up my office building, or look how I was able to replace my equipment. And people are starting to feel hope again, along with not just even the funding, also the training that has been able to teach them new things that they might not have considered before, especially in light of COVID now. Immediately after the storm, a lot of businesses didn't have a reserve, so they had to let their employees go. But since they've been getting grant funding as well as COVID assistance and being able to open back up, we've slowly seen the employee numbers increase. They're not, of course, back to the level that they were prior to Hurricane Dorian, but they are better than we actually anticipated at this point, especially with COVID, which was our unexpected surprise. But we are seeing those employee numbers increase, and so we're impacting not just businesses that we funded, but also their employees as well.
They make it mandatory that you go through these we had to do the webinars. I am so grateful because I learned a lot from that, and I wouldn't have ordinarily. So everything went into the business. And that's how come we are still able to operate as slow as it is, and we still have at least 4 employees working. So we kind of rotate the days, but basically we are up and running.
Everything, your lighting, everything. Right now we just have 3 backgrounds. We have some more in storage. Oh wow, like it was really devastating. It was like mentally, like you don't even know where to look left or right. So it probably, even now, it probably looks crazy that you're doing all this in a pandemic. But classes that we took, they were extremely helpful. Extremely helpful, because now there are certain things I would and would not do. This will probably make another person take their business more seriously and in the direction of actually building your business in the way it should, because that's the problem. We have a lot of small businesses, but no one wants to go, not much want to get their license done, you know, proper insurance and have your business account going on, all of these things. So in an event that another storm or anything happen, you don't necessarily have to start from ground zero. And I think Mercy Corps really did an awesome job at implementing those programs that helped us to realize these things and how important that really is.
We are celebrating the very successful conclusion of our partnership with Mercy Corps by doing a drive-through graduation ceremony. We partnered with Mercy Corps in the aftermath of Dorian to provide economic recovery to businesses that faced damage or destruction as a result of the storm. And to see them open, to see them functional, to see customers in the store is just heartwarming and fantastic. It's been a wonderful journey. Mercy Corps and the American Red Cross have very similar mandates to go where the situation is the worst and where human suffering is the highest. And after Hurricane Dorian, it was certainly the Bahamas. It's been wonderful to work together and to achieve maximum impact.
So Mercy Corps is here in Grand Bahama, and we're able to work with our local businesses and getting them back on track after Hurricane Dorian, and it has all been because of the American Red Cross and your generous donation of funding and support.
Once you're passionate about something you want to do and you're looking at ways that it can impact your community and those around you, I think that's something, no matter if you have the funding now, just stay focused on what it is you want to do, continue to plan it, and at some point it's just all going to work out, and you just got to keep working towards your goal. And you never know, someone like Mercy Corps, Red Cross might come in and say, hey, let's lend a hand and get you going.
And it feels so good when I walk in here. It feels great to know that I had this opportunity. You know, it makes me want to keep going. It definitely was the base for it all. And you know, people always ask me, they look at you, they don't know how you do what you do, but I have no problem sharing that story either. You know, not everybody wants to share how they get there, but I have no problem at all. You just have to be prepared for when the opportunity comes. Always be prepared. They really made it happen and make anybody who has doubt to know that, hey, there's hope. That's the word, hope. Yeah.
Without you guys, we probably wouldn't have been operating, no lie. We probably wouldn't have been. So it was a great help and a boost. And if more people can be helped, I think all of the business who you all have helped, the small, we only afloat because of you guys. And that's not just speaking, that's the truth.